right. Okay. So today we are back with another reaction to Dimash Kudaibergen. And today's episode is a very timely one. It seems like over the past week or so, anytime you click on the news, all you see is people discussing the conflict between Russia and Ukraine and the Russian invasion of Ukraine, which is still very much ongoing. So many of you have requested that we react to a song that Dimash performed live in Kiev in 2020.
Yep, Kiev, Ukraine.
So this should be very interesting.
Yeah. So the song is called War and Peace, and he performed it in 2020. So let's get to a few comments here. One comes from Janet Lawson. Janet says, special request, guys. I know that you are new to Dimash, but he is an ambassador of peace. Please react to War and Peace performed in Kiev, Ukraine. It has subtitles. Let's spread this worldwide, please. She also adds, just a little background. The song is an original of Dimash, and he requested that the lyrics be in Chinese.
Very interesting. All right. One more comment before we get into things. This comment comes from Dal B. So Dal B writes, War and Peace, Kiev 2020, a song written by Dimash with Chinese lyrics, has a clip with English subs that Deers, Dimash fans, worked hard on and added directly to the video in large print. Really gives the message to the song about the carnage of useless wars and effects on children. The video shown also gives more meaning to the song. It was done in concert hall, and the sound and the drums and musicians do a great job also. It is epic. Plus, Dimash, the fashion model, has a jacket designed according to his specs, and it is fantastic. Thank you very much, Del B.
Yeah, and it's only right that we listen to this song now rather than later.
Yeah,
with everything going on. So let's check it out. Dimash, War and Peace on the Arnow 2020 tour in Kiev, Ukraine.
He's a superstar.
pause it real quick. It's so interesting. It sounds like the beat is an upbeat type of beat. So it caught me off guard when he started to sing because I wasn't expecting such an upbeat beat.
The beat sort of overpowers his singing a little bit.
Well, I think it might have been an intentional choice.
Yeah.
Because if you look at the audience, nobody's really moving. You know what I mean? It catches you off guard. It's like you want to bob your head, but you realize what he's actually talking about. You know what I mean?
It's an interesting juxtaposition.
It is. War and peace. You got to try to find a middle ground there. You know what I mean? It's not a sad song because the outcome, the possible outcome of all war, or even before you get to war, is peace. So it's like there's always going to be hope, and I think that's what the beat is providing. At least for me, it's interesting.
Yeah, more upbeat beat and definitely more solemn words.
Lyrics,
that he's singing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I spoke too soon there. You know, it seemed like in the second half of this song, he matched the beat with his voice. Yeah, you can tell. I mean, it's just really impressive that this is an original song by him, right? You know, he is really, or he appears to be a global ambassador for peace.
That's it. Yep. Right.
And it's, you know, a bit ironic that, you know, we're in the situation that we are in today with, you know, Russia and Ukraine in conflict, and he's here in Ukraine singing this song in Chinese.
Right. To a Ukrainian, I would assume it's a mainly Ukrainian audience, right?
I would assume.
Yeah, the core of his message is war is destructive.
Yeah.
Peace is the ultimate outcome you want at any time. But there's always going to be war and there's always going to be peace. You know? And if we take a quick look at the lyrics, he says, who first believed whom? Who first embraced whom? Contempt splits apart a million strands of hope and faith. Thus is the reason love remains such a distance away. It's like poetry.
Yeah.
War and peace. Hatred and mercy. How much sorrow can a heart bear? How might solace be brought to humanity? He's questioning. You know, music is a good way that solace can be brought to humanity. Yeah. And he provides that.
His voice is a good way for solace to be brought to humanity.
That's it. On the two sides of the celestial scale, in between ice and fire, good and evil, constantly at war with the world, the final answer is within a single moment. War and peace.
The final answer is within a single moment.
Within a single moment. And this is a single moment.
A single moment.
A single moment could be a peace offering.
Yeah.
Two countries meeting That's the distinguishing factor between war and peace.
Yeah.
A single moment.
Yeah.
It's always a single moment.
I think, just thinking about the current conflict, and when we read that, the final answer is within a single moment. My mind immediately goes to nuclear. Right?
My mind goes to peace.
Right?
And sitting across the table from another individual.
So, I mean, nuclear war, right? This conflict has brought, to the West's attention, and I'm sure, all around the world, just how close and susceptible we are to nuclear war.
Right.
Right. And to potential massive destruction to humanity.
Yeah. And that's the final answer is within a single moment. It can go one way or the other. Jared, because at the end of the day, war is war. On the news, it seems so distant. You become detached to what you're actually seeing.
Yeah.
War is destruction. War is horrifying. War is inhumane. So that's probably the most powerful line of the entire song.
Yeah, that's a beautiful line.
Yeah, so he finishes it off saying, "Ah, war and peace, misunderstanding and comprehension."
Misunderstanding and comprehension.
Tears crystallize into fossils in time. Who still remembers the intricacies of love and hate? It's complicated. How much sorrow can a heart bear? How might solace be brought to humanity? And he leaves it there. Because that is the ultimate question, Jared.
Yeah.
That in 2022, we're still trying to figure out. How can solace be brought to humanity? How might it be brought to humanity?
Yeah.
How can we avoid unnecessary wars? Because I think there's a general consensus that it appears this one is a bit unnecessary. And I cannot even sit here and act like I know all the details about what's going on between Russia and Ukraine.
Do you think war is inevitable? Like it's an inevitable aspect of humanity?
It appears it's been that way since the beginnings.
Yeah.
Yeah. It might be, Jared, but he's asking us, how might we just bring a little bit of solace to humanity? He's not saying, how can we never have war?
Well, I'll tell you this. For every war that happens, every conflict that happens between nations, between peoples, between individuals, there is just as much, if not more, peace.
That's right.
In this world.
That's right.
Happening simultaneously.
That's right. Let's not underestimate the peace that can be brought through spoken word.
Yeah.
Through voice.
Yeah.
Through singing. Dimash seems to be, like you said, a global ambassador of peace. And just like Janet said, Dimash is a global ambassador of peace.
Yeah, she put it perfectly.
Put it perfectly. That's it. That's all you have to say.
And with this song, we already mentioned his choice of music.
Yes.
Right. And his choice of vocal direction.
Right.
Right. It appears that the two are
in conflict. It's a tug of war going on right there between the two.
Exactly. And it appears like that was his intention.
That is probably the most interesting part about this entire song.
Yeah.
Because when you go into it, you expect to be hit with an emotional, sad instrumental or beat.
Yeah.
To lead you into his lyrics. No, Jared, right away you're hit with, again, sort of like Michael Jackson vibes.
Yeah.
Sort of like you want to dance, but yet you want to listen.
Yeah. Again, I think Dimash is, we're learning a lot more than just a singer.
That's right.
His voice can touch people.
Absolutely.
He can really have an impact beyond, he can really make an impact in this world.
Yep.
And bring about peace. So, we really want to just pray for Ukraine, pray for the people of Ukraine, and pray for all the countries and all the people in this world who are currently experiencing conflict and, human tragedy and pain. And we pray for the end of war.
Pray for peace.
All
right, guys, thanks so much for joining us today. And thanks for these recommendations. It was a little bit of a different one that we got into today. Next week, we have a very special one. Make sure you tune in for that. And please also let us know where we should go next. We have a few ideas, but if you think we should listen to a certain song of Dimash's next or a cover, let us know.
Peace.